Good morning everybody and welcome to my channel. My name's Jen and this is Jen's Stitchy Corner where I talk about all things cross stitch. Today is Thursday the 13th of November and we are on Flosstube number 9. So thank you so much to all of the subscribers that keep coming back each time. I really do appreciate that you do, and all the lovely likes and comments. You are all amazing. Thank you all so much for following my stitchy journey. And if you're new here today, then I really do hope that you enjoy the content I share with you, and I hope there's a project or two in there that you might like for yourself. If you would like to follow me on Instagram, please feel free to do that. I do share quite a lot of stitchy posts over there, and also on TikTok now. So if you would like to follow me on either of those, I will put details in the description box below. Life news, not too much going on. My children had half term and we managed some days out. We did bowling. We went to Stratford for the day, which is a lovely place to visit if you haven't. There's an ice cream parlour that the kids loved there, so we took them there. Did a bit of browsing in the shops as well while we were there. And they've got the Christmas shop there, so we had a good look around in there, getting our little Christmas goodies, which is nice. And the weather was decent, I think, when we went as well, so that's not too bad. So yeah, they've done enough in the holidays. They've celebrated Halloween obviously as well. My daughter is really into Halloween now. She wanted to dress up and put the makeup on, the face paint, and we took her trick-or-treating and she was just in her element. She actually cried when it ended. But she said, yay, I can look forward to Christmas now. So yeah, my daughter is very excited for Christmas. Okay, if you would like to enter a competition for me reaching 1,000 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing, I'm still in shock about that. Please do go over to today's full coverage video, where you must enter on that video, not anywhere else, and leave your comments. Yeah, thank you all so much for the support on the full coverage videos. I really can't believe the response I've had. It has been amazing. There are lots of more plans that I have in mind for going forward to do with these daily videos, so watch this space. There will be some more coming up, so yeah, I've really enjoyed doing them, and that is pretty much it, I think, to mention before we get straight into the good stuff. So finishes, I have none. New starts, I have 3. And whips, I have 9. So settle in, make sure you've got your stitch in, get your snacks and your drinks together. We may be here a little while to get through all of those. I also will talk about haul. Not a lot. I think I've only got one thing to show you on haul, plans, and a few Flosstubers also to mention at the end of the video. Okay, so we'll start with Pumpkin Patch, which is Historical Sampler Company Stitch Along. And I'll put a picture of what it will look like when it's done here, and a picture of where I was last time. And I'll just show you where I'm up to. And this is where I am. Managed to get quite a bit of progress into this one since you've last seen it. I've filled in all the border along here. I don't think that was there the last time you saw. And then I've brought the border down here and then start to fill in this section here. Really nice to get to those cats on this design. Really lovely. So pleased I picked this to stitch. The needle minder is also Historical Sampler Company. So yeah, really pleased with that one. Certainly recommend. That will be going away now until next year. I'm using everything from the kit in that one, and it's also a paper pattern, so I can't tell you any statistics for that one. Okay, so next we have Witchy Way, and this is what it will look like when it's done. This is a caterpillar cross stitch kit, which I started as a start along with friends from the cross stitch retreat. It's a really nice design. This is where I got to the last time you saw it. And this is where I'm at. Just got to wangle the fabric. There we go. And this is where I'm up to. Really lovely, this one. The colours are just a bit of me with all the purples and blues. So I've got a section here to do that comes up off the Bat Tavern shop. And then there's a bit here that I've got to fill in as well. So really pleased with this. I like the fact that I managed to finish in pretty much the whole thing. I've just got to add those two little bits on, and that one will be complete. Yeah, really recommend that one. I think that's stitched on 16 count, and I'm using everything from the kit, which I think I've already told you. Again, paper patterns, so no statistics on that one. Okay, next we have Witch's Hollow. Lovely design. So this is by Autumn Lane Stitchery. I'll put a picture of what it'll look like when it's done here, and also a picture of where I got to last time. And this is where I'm up to. Okay, so the needle minder is from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and the fabric is from Stony Bank Creations on Etsy. Beautiful piece of fabric there. They have some really lovely fabric. It's definitely worth going and having a little look. And this is 18 count. So really pleased with how that one's coming along. Again, another one to go away for now. I just find it hard to stitch out of season, and Christmas is coming, isn't it? So yeah, they're going to go away for now. So I'll tell you all the statistics on Witch's Hollow because I have that one in Pattern Keeper. So I've completed 480 stitches since you last seen that one. So in total, I've stitched 1,510 stitches out of 22,040 stitches, which puts me at 6.85%. I'm using all the called for DMC threads in that one, and it's on 18 count Ada. So yeah, loved working on that one. Right, next we have Emerald City. Now I am a little bit behind on Emerald City, not loads, I'm pretty much there. The main reason I'm behind is I was missing one thread to do the little tree on part 4. So this is what it'll look like when it's finished, and that is the part that I haven't done, and I've just got to fill in the black on the flowers. So just a teeny bit behind, which I will catch up on as soon as that thread comes through. The only reason I haven't put black in the flowers, I was just seeing if I'd got any black beads to hand. I have got some, but I think they might be a little bit big. If not, I will just fill it in with thread. I was just looking to see if I could do something a little bit different on the flowers. So yeah, so this is a stitch along that I started and set up in July. On the 21st of July, we started this one. So we've done all these 2 parts here and this part here. So we're going on to the Emerald City part now. They are small parts, so if you would like to come along and join us on this stitch along, then please feel free to do that. There is no pressure to keep up, and if you just want to join in and stitch with us all, then please do feel free to do that. You know, the parts are small enough that you could catch up quite easily. So yeah, that is the complete piece. So here's a picture of where I was the last time on Emerald City you saw this one. And I'll just get it out the bag, dropping threads everywhere. So let's see where we got to. And this is where I am. So, oh, my needle minder's pointing up the wrong way. Do apologise. Okay, so the needle minder is from Cotton and Clay. That's Laura at Cotton and Clay. If you would like to go and check her channel out, I think it's sorry, her Etsy shop out. I think she's closed at the moment for health reasons, but she will be back. So please do go follow her and then have a look when she's back open. So this is where I am. The fabric is Coffee Craft fabric and it's 18 count. She doesn't name her fabrics. So the colour is like a grey blue sort of mottledy sort of effect. So as you can see, I'm nearly there with part 4. I've filled in all this section here since you last seen it. The mice were a little pleasure to stitch. I have done the mice in a darker colour, a DMC. I can't remember what thread I've used, but I changed it because it wasn't showing up on the fabric as much as I liked. So I've changed the thread for the mice on there. I will be putting the tree in and then obviously filling in the flowers. And then we'll be moving on to the Emerald City part. So really joyful stitch, this one. Really pleased with it. It's coming along. So like I say, if you would like to come and join us, please feel free. You are more than welcome to. So that's Emerald City. Okay, so I'm going to show you Alice now, my biggest whip. So a picture will come up here of what Alice will look like when it's done. And I will show you a picture of where Alice was the last time you saw it. Okay, so I'll start off with the section that I stitched yesterday, and then I will show you the complete piece. In case you haven't been watching the full coverage November, I know not everybody can keep up with those videos. So this is where I'm at. I've been filling in all of this black along the top border, bringing in some of the confetti stitching as well and working the threads down. I'm making sure that I complete 2 rows, which is these top rows here, and then working that across. This is a pattern that I bought from Etsy 4 years ago. The shop that I brought this from is no longer in business, so you can no longer buy from that company. I believe other people are selling the pattern, but if you do go down that road, then please do check reviews and things before you purchase. So this is the end of the fabric, so we are in sight of seeing the end of that row anyway, long time before we see the end of this. So this is all the page finishes that I've done. The characters are starting to come in, and then I got fed up with that. It was just taking too long, so I wanted to try something new. So I decided to start using the typewriter method, which is what I've done here, and then it comes all the way across there, and then I'll be coming back and working across this section here. So that is Alice, my biggest whip. We'll get down to the statistics on Alice. So since the last time you saw this one, I've stitched 1,992 stitches, which I'm really pleased about. It's getting Alice moving again. So in total, I've done 36,198 stitches out of 692,307 stitches. There is 135 colours in Alice. It's stitched on 18 count. It's 2 over 1 full cross, and I'm using DMC and anchor threads for Alice. So next we'll move on to All the Better to See You With. So I'll put a picture of what it looks like when it's finished here. Stunning, beautiful design. This is from is charted by the Cross Stitch Studio, and the designer of the chart is Misty Walkup. Lovely design. So here's a picture of where I was the last time on All the Better to See You With. And I'll show you my progress. So this has come up on the wheel once so far, so I really do hope it comes up again. Sorry, I'm just sorting my fabric out. And here's where I've got to. So I've carried on working through the sky at the top there. I'm using the same method, the typewriter method, just using that thread and bringing it down. I'm going to come all the way across to the end like with Alice, and then I'm going to come back across and fill in the next 2 rows. So I'm working 2 rows at a time, bringing those colours down, making sure 2 rows are complete, and then I move back across and down and then come back on myself and start again. Really do enjoy that method. So that is all the better to see you with. Coming along nicely. So statistics for all the better to see you with. I've added 300 stitches into that since you last saw it. So in total, I've stitched 2,639 stitches out of 553,575 stitches, and that puts me at 0.48%. I'm using CXC threads for all the better to see you with. Okay, so next we'll move on to Mystic Fox. Another lovely design. I started this one with Steph from Wild Fox Stitchery for her Foxes for Fall SAL. So I'll put a picture here of what it will look like when it's finished, and a picture of where I was up to the last time. So this one has come up on the wheel twice so far, over on my full coverage November. And this is where I'm at. So the needle minder is from Lindsay at Stitching Magic 111. Please do go check Lindsay's shop out. She has some really beautiful needle minders, very talented lady, and a very good friend of mine. So please do go and check her shop out. The Ko-fi shop is over on Instagram, so please do go and check that out. She also has a Flosstube, which is also lovely to watch. She has some amazing projects on the go, and she's just so lovely. So please do go and check Lindsay's Flosstube out as well. The fabric I'm using is 18 count, and all the threads are CXC, and any lower numbers that CXC don't do, I'm using DMC. Quite confetti heavy at the moment. I'm up in the sort of branches and the trees there. So yeah, the confetti is a little heavy at the moment, but a very nice stitch. So yeah, that is where we are on Mystic Fox. So again, I can tell you some statistics on that one. So since you've last seen this one, I've added 395 stitches. I've stitched in total 1,013 stitches out of 38,400 stitches, and that puts me at 2.64%. All stitches are 2/1 full cross, and there's 60 colours in this design. So next we have Dragon Race Into the Night. I'll put a picture of Dragon Race here for you. Beautiful, stunning design. I think you can see why I love this one so much. The colours are just amazing in it. This is where I got to the last time you saw it. And I'll just get it out of the bag. Again, I'll show you my bag. My mum made this one for me as well. A lovely dragon bag to keep my dragon piece in. Really pretty. Yeah, my mum is doing amazing with all these bags. Only just started and she's doing really well. So, okay, Dragon Race. Let's just wangle the fabric a little. Excuse the creases. There's too many projects now to iron them all the time. I normally iron at the end anyway, so there is no time for ironing. And this is where we are with Dragon Race. So the needle minder is Don't Step on My Needle. Really lovely little needle minder. The fabric is from Cross and Crafts, 25 count Lugana, and it's all gridded as well. I'm using CXC threads and DMC for those other lower numbers that CXC don't do. So yeah, coming along. still up in that sky. I can actually start and see that the details coming in already. Just loving those blues. I'll just quickly show you a storage solution that I'm trying out at the moment. My friend Karen, who I stitch with regularly, told me about this from Amazon. And it's where you put your codes in down here, you stick them in, and then you put your threads here, and they all go through these like foam ends here. Really nice little solution for all my threads. I've only just started using it, so all those pretty blues are for the sky, the ones that I've sorted out so far. So I am enjoying that nice little way of storing my threads. And that is Dragon Race. I will tell you the statistics for Dragon Race as I have those here. So this one has only come up once on the wheel so far. I have stitched 203 stitches into Dragon Race. So the total stitches that I've put in is 1,349 stitches out of 536,350 stitches. That puts me at 0.25%. I'm stitching 1/1 full cross. It's on 25 count Lugana, and there's 120 threads to it, or flosses. So next we have Sycamore Gap, and here's a picture of what it will look like when it's done. Really pretty design. Definitely recommend this one. Just beautiful. Yeah, the colours are stunning. Obviously I love the sheep in it as well, but it's just such a beautiful design. So that is Sycamore Gap. Here's a picture of where I got to the last time you saw it. And I will show you where I'm at. It is still in the nudge hoop because this is what I was working on yesterday. And I'll just put the bit of paper behind it because I've got Witchy way on my board. And here's where we are with it. So the needle minder again is Laura from Cotton and Clay. And I am so pleased with this. It is so nice that it's come up a few times on the wheel now. So I've been working up this green up here. I think that's where I got to the last time. I was sort of here. So working that green up, and then I've started to put this green in here on the picture. So going on to more of the grass again here. Lovely design. So I really would like to get this one finished for September next year, so that I can get it framed and put in here, just behind where my husband sits when he's working in here. So yeah, would like to get this one finished and framed. There's no statistics for this one. It is a paper pattern again. So now we're on to new starts. So I have 3 new starts to show you. The first one I have is Blue Castle by Pink Lilly Designs. I'll put a picture of what it'll look like when it's done here. A few people who've been watching my full coverage have had to give in and buy the pattern, they've said, since seeing it on my channel, which is lovely. So it's nice that other people are joining in the fun with me. So it's a new start, so there won't be a before picture. And this is where I'm up to. So not loads done. It's come up twice on the wheel. There was a few colour changes as well in there, but not confetti heavy, which is nice. So really pleased with the progress. It's nice to pick this one up. It's like a rainbow of blues, this one. Really pretty. Definitely recommend the design. It is gorgeous. So hoping that one comes up again. It's stitched on 18 count, and it is 2/1 full cross. So yeah, really pleased to have started that one. I think it came up quite quickly on the wheel as well on my videos, so I didn't have to wait too long to start these new starts. Okay, so in total I've stitched 463 stitches out of 202,500 stitches. That puts me at 0.23%. I'm using CXC and Rose to Me threads on 18 count, and there's 69 colours in that one. Okay, so now we have Cozy Hedgehogs. I'll put a picture of Cozy Hedgehogs here. So cute. I'm so pleased I picked this one to start. It is gorgeous. Love it. So again, it's pink lily patterns over on Etsy. I will link everything in the description box below if you do want to go and have a browse at her patterns. They are lovely. So there's no before picture on this one. I'm just trying to find that one. Aha, found it. Right, so excuse the zips again. And here is where I'm up to. So again, the needle minder is Don't Step on My Needle. I showed the haul for this on my full coverage video. I can't remember which one, but if you do want to see the full coverage hauly bits that I shared, please do go over there and have a quick look. It is literally just some needle minders and a few other bits that Don't Step on My Needle sent me. If you are interested, then please do go check that out. So really cute little needle minder. And basically I've been stitching the border at the top here, so like a very light lilac-y colour going in there, and then sort of the twigs are coming in, the branches here coming in. So hopefully once we've got that first little bit of border done, we'll get to something a bit more interesting on that one. It's stitched on 25 count Lugana, and it's 1/1 full cross. As I've said on my other videos, I really do like working on the 25 count, and that might be my way forward for a lot of the very large full coverage. We'll just see. Some I do like still working on 18 count, but it just depends how big the projects are. So yeah, so that is Cozy Hedgehogs. I will just tell you the statistics on that one. So I've done 507 stitches out of 205,350 stitches. That puts me at 0.25%. It's on 25 count Lugana, and it's 1/1 full cross, which I've told you, haven't I? And it's 69 colours, and it's CXC and Rose to Me threads in there. So the last one to show you then is Basking in the Sun, which is a body threads sewical box that I think I've shown on here before in the summer, where I showed all the goodies that you got in the box. So I'll just show you a quick picture of what it'll look like when it's done. Really pretty design. I was so pleased to get this one. Lucy Pittaway is so clever with her charts. They really are beautiful, and so much detail goes into them. So yeah, it's designed by Lucy Pittaway, charted by Bothy Threads. Obviously no before picture, and this is where I've got to on this one. It's only come up the once so far on the wheel, and this is where I'm up to. So I'm stitching in the middle on this one, and I've started the mummy sheep there. So this bit here is her ear coming in, and the rest of her body here. Really lovely stitch. The needle minder is a Bothy Threads one that came with the box, and we got that come in the sewical box, and it's stitched on 14 count. So I'm using everything from the kit. Really pleased to pick that one up, as it was just sitting in the box not being loved. So it was nice to get that one come up on the wheel. So yeah, don't know if that one will come out as a kit or not. I don't know if that was just a special one for the box. I don't know on that. So that is all of my progress so far at the moment. So now we'll move on to haul, and it is literally just a pattern to show you. So I know many of you have already brought these patterns from Barbara Anna, and it's the Season Dream collection. I've just purchased the last one, which was Winter Dreamer, and I'll put a picture here. So now I have all of the patterns for this season's, which is exciting. I hope to plan to start the winter one in January. Just need to kick that up, so that's exciting. Very pleased to purchase that pattern. Other than that, I have not had time to do any shopping. The full coverage videos take so long. Obviously filming is in the morning and editing and getting it up, and then I'm stitching away in the afternoon and evening to make sure I get my stitches in for the next day. Around all life stuff and kids and all that lovely stuff. So yeah, my time has just disappeared since doing these videos. It's going to be December before I know it. So yeah, that is it for haul at the moment. I have ordered some threads and fabric, which I'll tell you about in a bit, because that is for some plans. So we'll move straight on to plans now, actually, as there's not much more to say there. So I'm obviously continuing with my full coverage November. That is the main thing that my focus is at the moment. I am loving it, as I say. It's just a pleasure to do every day. I am really enjoying working on all these full coverages and getting some stitches into them. I do plan to do a Flossmas in December. The plan is to show some advent calendars that I have purchased myself. So I will be showing what I get in the advent calendars each day. But I will also have a Christmas wheel with all my Christmas projects on, and I will spin the wheel each day to decide what that stitch will be in the evening. So I'm really looking forward to using the wheel again. That will be fun. I'm starting a stitch along with Kerry from Colour Free Cross Stitched. We are doing Leela's Studio Holiday Quaker. I'll put a picture here for you. Beautiful design. I know many of you may have already stitched this or working on it or plan to stitch it. You're more than welcome to join us, by the way. So we are starting this on the 2nd of December. Really looking forward to stitching this one, and that is what the fabric and threads are for. I'm just waiting for those to arrive. Beautiful design. I can't wait to pick that one up. So that is another plan for December. I also have a start along with the lovely ladies from our retreat. We are doing the Caterpillar Cross Stitch. The snow one. I can't remember what it's called now. It's like the sub box that was the Christmas one this year. So I will show that when I stitch on that. Okay, and another plan I have is I joined Steph from Wild Fox Stitchery's birthday SAL, which was to stitch a fancy lady for her birthday start. If you would like to join, I'll leave details in the description box below. This is the design that I'm going to be working on. I started this quite some time ago on the channel. You guys have already seen it on here if you've watched previously. Really pretty design. It's by Joan Elliott and it's Unicorn and Maiden. So I plan to put a thread into that one as and when I can. It's a bit difficult with full coverage month at the moment, but I plan to perhaps pick that one up at the weekend and get that one moving. So yeah, sorry Steph that I haven't taken part yet. It's time and things have just gotten away with me. So that is my plan. I might try and stitch on that one at the weekend. I think that is it for plans for the moment. I do have some plans in mind for January, but I just need to put some things together and decide if I am ready for that. So I will talk about that on my next Flosstube or towards the end of Flossmas. So the last thing to mention now is some lovely Flosstubers. The first one I have to mention is Sarah from Stitchy Bug. Sarah has been on Instagram for quite some time, and I've been watching some of her lovely posts and things. She has some amazing projects on, and she has joined Flosstube. She is new to Flosstube, and wow, her Wip Parade was just amazing. So many projects in there. I thought I was bad with my amount since starting, but wow, Sarah's got so many gorgeous designs in there. Definitely worth checking out. So please do go show Sarah some stitchy love and go follow along on her channel. Definitely worth a watch. Also, I only have one more to shout out, is In Stitches with Ebony. I'm new to her channel. She's not new, but wow, she is a full coverage stitcher and she has some amazing projects on there. I was just in awe of all the ones that she's working on. The ones that I particularly like are the stained glass orca. That was just looking wonderful. I'm going to have to go and have a look at that one, I think, for me. And also there was the painted tiger. Just gorgeous. As you know, I love my tigers out there, so which I've shown to you previously. But that one, wow. So please do go check Ebony's channel out. She's got some amazing projects on. I'm looking forward to following along. I'm sure she's done a new video and I haven't caught up with that one yet. So yeah, I will be catching up with Ebony. Okay, so I can't believe we've got to the end of the video now already. I thought we were going to go well over an hour, but we're actually doing all right at the moment. So not too bad. So thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. You know, thank you for all your lovely comments, your likes, the subscribes. It really does mean so much to me. If you're new here today and you've enjoyed the video and want to come back again, then please do subscribe. That helps the channel grow. And if you do want to give us a thumbs up, that would be fabulous as well. It just helps that video get seen across the YouTube platform. Keep those comments coming in. I really do love reading them and answering all the questions and comments. And it's lovely to have feedback as well. So please do keep the comments coming in. And that's everything from me. So please do come over and join me on my full coverage month if you haven't already. So I do plan to do full coverage February. I've just enjoyed full coverage November so much. I will definitely be doing some more full coverage months next year to get these projects moving along. And then most likely will be some new ones in there as well. So do watch this space. One thing I did forget to mention is I will be doing the Heaven and Earth SAL, and I'll also be doing the Cross Stitch Studio one as well. I've just given in and decided to do both. I can't I can't decide, so I'm just going to do both. They won't be kept up as sales, I doubt, but I will try and aim for that page finish on the Heaven and Earth one so that I can get the Amy Stewart chart, because that just sounds amazing. So thank you so much for joining me. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch up again with you all soon. Take care. Bye.